I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it? No, the druids are too powerful. We can't stand against them all. It's Korga's influence. Without her twisting things, I believe the druids might see sense. A low thought, but I'd be lying if I said I hadn't considered it. But the druids would slaughter us. We'd have to get close to Korga, within striking distance. I can't manage that, but they've already let you pass once. You're taking a risk for us. We'll see that you're rewarded. I'm still hoping Korga can be swayed from this madness. But if not, leaders need to make tough decisions. We do what we must.
Why are you here? I sent you to Zevlor.
The Outlander serves Zevlor! Circle to arms! Let no parasite live!
That was ugly work, but it was them or us. Thank you. We still have the goblins to contend with, but you've given us time to prepare. I need to ensure my people make the most of it. But here, left over from my soldiering days, it's sparse thanks for what you've done for us, but gods and goblins willing, I won't need it again. If you can clear the road of goblins, as you say, I'll ensure a reward is gathered for you.
When we set out on this little adventure, I never imagined I'd watch you slaughter an ancient order of druids. It's a lot of bloodshed. I'm almost impressed. Perhaps not. But you did it anyway. All the more impressive, really. I'm almost impressed. You certainly did. I'm glad I'm on the right team. I'm almost impressed. Depends on the corpses, darling.
If Sylvanus is the mighty oak, his druids were but the weakest of his leaves, tossed by the winds of fury. I can't shake the image of what happened to the grove. The winds have blown, and the harvest has come. The oak stands lone and barren. Their actions are on them, and much is true. But the consequences are ours to carry. The oak stands lone and barren. One usually needs to be alive to reap the benefits of education. If anything, we taught them too well. The oak stands lone and barren. Look around you. What's done is done. But what's wrong is also wrong.
Those druids were hypocrites all. They first offer shelter, then summon the storm. They faced no threat to their home, save the goblin horde that assailed it. Were they so concerned for their safety, they would not have bared their fangs at us. Then summon the storm. Yes, they bared their fangs, then cried foul when we refused to grovel. The so-called benevolent preach peace only when they gain nothing from its breaking. How quick they are to abandon their ideals when their comforts are threatened. Then summon the storm. Diplomacy functions only when the parties bargain in good faith, which is why its failure is so inevitable.
Remind me not to rely on the hospitality of druids in the future. You'd think those who love nature would also love peace. A poor assumption on my part. All too correct, I'm afraid. Just goes to show that we should only trust ourselves. A poor assumption on my part. Please, spare me the limp philosophizing. In better times, we wouldn't be stuck in this mess at all. But these aren't better times. A poor assumption on my part. I can, especially if they bear arms against me. I hope they rot in their holy ground.
The druids. Dead. A damn shame to see. You cut them down clean, and as well you should. Korga was a monster. Poisoned almost the whole lot. The Emerald Enclave was destined for ruin with Karga in charge. A shame so much blood was shed. It's a wonder the rest took up arms for her. I'd expect more resistance. Threatened by harmless refugees seeking shelter, all while a goblin horde nipped at their heels. Yes, they felt threatened. You should give more thought as to why. They turn their backs on the needy. I can conjure only so much pity. The blade seeks justice above all. Act like a monster, I'll treat you like one. Even sheep gather courage when the shepherd falls. More might have rebelled. They chose not to, and met their deaths for it.